Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome everyone. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري ويشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه آمين يا رب العالمين. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, our friend Anne is going to read again, as usual, the text, and we will discuss together, all together, alongside with your comments and questions or any kind of contributions are welcome, any kind of. So these, this paragraph that you are seeing on the screen narrates some meanings, translations of verses of the Quran, which are going to be the backbone of our all this second station of this chapter of the book. So we have to be careful. Maybe just talk about what these verses are saying one by one, inshallah. So we can start reading without wasting much time. So, Anne, mic is yours. Go ahead.
Did you want me to
Yeah.
start first
Yeah.
before reading by making a very, very brief summary of last week?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It was my mistake. Of course, that's what we promised our friends. Please go ahead. Yes, please. Yep.
Okay, thank you. So what I believe we did the 11th proof and the 12th proof. Am I correct?
Yes, I mean, the last one was the 12th proof.
Right. So I'll just briefly mention the 11th proof.
Yeah.
The two men, as we all know, are traveling in this strange world. One is a believer, one is not. They boarded a boat in the 11th proof to sail to a peninsula to find a key to the riddle-filled world. We talked about how the boat was a metaphor for, in fact, history, going back in history to see, in fact, to see the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, which is only referred to in the text as a man displaying miracles. And how the humans and animals and plants and mountains are all listening. And then the 12th, so the 11th proof is talking about the miracles of the prophet. The 12th proof talks about the decree, which is the Quran itself, as explained by this man, on which there is a stamp, as well as a stamp on every sentences of the decree. And we talked about, or you talked about, how the stamp has a rhetorical quality, a grammatical condensation that allows for extreme precision in the Quran. And then the unbelieving man therefore becomes a believer. And then we move to the 22nd word, which are flashes, organized as flashes, which you said were not proofs per se, but real life examples.
Yeah. Flashes of the truth. Each of them is one flash of the reality.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Thank
would
you.
you
Yeah.
like me to start reading the introduction?
Thank you. Thank you first. Thank you for this beautiful summary. Just got the gist of everything we talked last week.
I
Thank
tried, but I'm sure that it's not, there's some things I didn't mention.
you. Of of course, I mean, that is the summary of what we have done. Everything is there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Now let's read the verses one by one of the second station of the 22nd word. And this is just an introduction. First, we are going to read.
Yes, in the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate. God is the creator of all things, and he is the guardian and disposer of all affairs. To him belong the keys of the heavens and the earth.
Yeah, I underlined all things, all things. No, all the verses you see on the screen, all things here, again, all things again in another, a thing, a single thing, yeah, and a single moving creature. What is it going on? Why it is all things means not all together as a whole. No, each of them, each and every of them, one by one. God is the creator of all things. Now we will discuss and we will see on the first in the first flash why is it important. Of course, it doesn't exclude the idea that you see the universe in its universal context, but what is the most important duty of human beings to pay attention in the existence of each and every being and see how they are interlocated with each other, intertwined with each other, and perfectly located in their right position without contradicting the rest of anything at all, but contributing them, not really causing any problem, but complementing them, contributing them. This beautiful arrangement is emphasized on the Quran, which is in Arabic. It is better to hear when you read the Quran in its original text. Kulli shay'in, kulli shay'in, kulli shay'in. What does it mean? Every single being, but all of them with no exception. God is the creator of all of them. It means we have to understand by studying, of course, their existence, we have to pay attention. What can be the source of existence of this thing? Whatever you are studying, doesn't matter which discipline you are engaged with. For example, I mean, it is exact science disciplines. It is easy to see that they are studying each being. But in social sciences as well, for example, you let us say something very uh, much missed out, literature. You are studying literature, seeing or reading an author's book. And in this author's book, there is a beautiful description of a life experience or a person's personality, behavior, analysis of his experiences in his personal life. Beautiful description. We have to question the source of existence of this ability in human beings. How a body can acknowledge the beauty or acknowledge the quality of another person and analyze it and appreciates it if it is right, that good behavior, and also if it is a bad behavior, of course, rejects it or presents us as something to be not to be followed. How can a body makes between good and bad, right and wrong, worst and the best? How can we do that? This ability needs to be created within ourselves because we didn't create this. We found the potential in our existence. Everything, all the, to me, in fact, although it is hijacked by the materialist people, secularistly minded people, but all the universities or high schools, whatever, education institutions are studying and getting familiar with the reality of the things. In fact, but we shouldn't forget that this is hijacked by secularist interpretations. But we have to understand the reality of what we are doing is demonstrating that they are all demonstrating the qualities of their creator. So everything is created by him. Here is the creator of all things. And also, at the same time, taking care of their own needs, arrangements, everything. He is the guardian and disposer of all affairs. So when I am created in this world, I was a baby in my worldly life. And I am guarded. And all my needs have been provided by this creator because nothing else can have any quality to know me and prepare anything I need to sustain my life in this world and grow. It means newly created in a better uh, uh, existence, let's say, life and better life, better experience of the world. What I don't know. Everything I think, whatever I needed, they are all prepared and provided by the creator of my body and therefore the creator of the universe. So to him, the keys of the heavens and the earth. Now, the Quran and the author, this author that we are reading his book, he uses this, if you like, symbolic language, which is not very commonly used in certain civilizations, but in Eastern civilization, the symbolic language is used by everyone as if they are experts of symbolism in language. But in the Western world, it is a bit not not as much. Of course, it doesn't mean that there is no symbolic description, but not as much. For example, to him belong the keys of heavens and the earth. Do you think he is the key holder of something? So that what does it mean? Of course, everybody understand that God, the key of everything, heavens and the earth, is in his hand. Definitely, it is a symbolic way of speaking. It means what seems to be just a chest, just a chest. It means when I look at my body, well, this is just a chest. But in the way it is created, when I pay attention to it, I find out innumerable qualities are manifesting in my existence. Creatorship is there, and forming my body is there, arranging it with a perfect order is there, balance is there, measurement is there, beautifying is there, wisdom is there, and go and go and go. No end. So this is the treasure in the chest of this simple materially existing body. So all these jewels in the chest manifested in my body example belong to him. So if we or anyone acknowledge this creator God, then he will be able, or this person will be able to get to know the treasures. If someone doesn't believe in the creator, it's very simple. They will say, this is just a box, the chest. It means my body is a matter body. That's it. That is what the crime, if you like, will start operating. A criminal is acting now. It will reduce every treasure in my existence to my bodily appearance. It is a criminal act. Amen. A big deprivation of pleasure of a human being from his life, that he will enjoy his life. Look, I have a chest and carrying the treasures of the qualities of my creator, demonstrating it, and through my own consciousness, I acknowledged. Beautiful way of understanding. Otherwise, it is the ugliest reductionism to human value, no honor, meat and bone. Today exists, tomorrow no meaning. It will go into earth and become compost. What is the value of this human honor? Now, this verse is from 39 section Zumer of the Quran, and verse number 62. That's what I've got to say about this beautiful verse. They are all wonderful. We can, if you like, if there is anyone who wants to share his her comments, welcome. Otherwise, we can continue reading. Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see if there are one and one. Yeah.
So glory to him in whose hands is the sovereignty, malakut of all things, and to him will you all be brought back. From the Quran 36:93.
Yeah. Section Yasin 93. Yep. So glory to him, what does it mean? I mean, we have to appreciate it. We have to be excited about finding out who the owner of all these universes. So in his hand is whose hands is the sovereignty. I don't know how to translate melekut of all things.
I looked it up, Wikipedia.
Sorry?
I looked it up on Wikipedia. It said something about heaven and earth, the kingdom of heaven and earth.
I see. Melekut, kingdom of heaven on earth.
Heaven and earth.
Heaven and I see. Did you, where did you find out this, did you say?
Wikipedia.
Bakabildiğim. Did you search melekut?
Yes, and that's what came up.
Yeah. In fact, meaning-wise is correct. But uh, uh, how do you say this? Melekut, dominion, dominicality, all these terminology in the Western world is understood in terms of uh, uh, the Hebrew biblical terms, something to do with Jesus and according to the teachings of the Bible. Essentially is not wrong. But what it means, we have to understand within the context of the Quran about melekut of all things. It means, let's go back to the first example I gave about my body being a chest, but jewels in me, it means the qualities manifested in me, pointing to the necessary existence of the owner of these qualities, who is the creator of the universe, which is God. Somebody is doing a movement there. It means confirmation or showing the, okay, all right. That is good. I wanted to understand what this friend is saying, confirming it or whatever.
Demonstrating.
What did you say?
Demonstrating.
Demonstrating. For what? I see this
Qualities, the changes.
no. Still didn't understand. You can speak, I think, Asa. I think we were speaking. You can explain in a say a long sentence. My mind doesn't work, doesn't understand. All right, if you like. Okay, I think what we were saying. Yeah, go back to my example. My body is by what outwardly it looks like flesh and bone. Yeah, but Melekut side is the treasure side of it. Melekut side is the treasure side of it. So each and every being, these all beings here, each and every being has Melekut side referring to someone. He is the one who is who deserve to be glorified. And to him will you all be brought back? It means he gave us our existence, and our existence belonged to him. So as conscious human beings, we have to accept it. We have to accept it, confirm it. We have the quality. to confirm this. We have no excuse. So this Quran says this expression to him, you all will be brought back. This expression, وَإِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ. First of all, in this verse, there is no really will. The word, this will, has no, how do you say, corresponding word or letter in the original. But the translator is taking one meaning only with this expression, وَإِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ, to whom you all will be brought back. But there is another, وَإِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ, you will be brought back to him, but at the same time, in this word, you have to acknowledge that you, conscious human beings, speaking to conscious human beings, use your consciousness and you will acknowledge that all the qualities in you should not be, if you like, buried away in this world, within the material existence of this world, but it must be taken back and given to their real owner. For example, a very simple example. Now, if somebody gives me, let's say, $10, make it simple. Now, if I say this $10 is a trust, to show my relationship with him or friendship with him, as I gave him as a trust, that is my money. If he first accepts that this money doesn't belong to him, but it belonged to me. What he did in his understanding, he returned back this money in his understanding to me. Practically also, I go and take my $10 from him, and this is mine. I mean, give it to me, but in human relationship, he may not. But the creator doesn't acknowledge or recognize any bound at all. The creator of the universe takes it. So you will be brought back means you will be brought back to your original owner, whoever gave you existence. How am I going to? That is not in this world. That is nothing to be thought about it within this world. We have to understand that my time is gone. According to me, my time is gone. Yesterday is gone. According to me, yesterday is gone. But I have to think where yesterday came from. If I can make a real sense of where, or understand where yesterday came from, again, I don't see it in this world. It came somewhere, definitely, and yesterday was given existence to by someone and brought into existence from his own will. He willed to create it, and it existed. Now, when yesterday is gone, according to me, it means his will to create yesterday is still with him. How? Of course, I cannot think of it I cannot think of the creator in terms of this world. I have to be careful. So, as I don't understand physically within the conditions of this universe where I came from, within the conditions of this universe, I cannot say that it came from this galaxy or this planet. I don't know. I cannot say that because it is impossible. It came somewhere from, if you like, outside the universe. So I cannot imagine what is outside the universe. I can only think and imagine within the conditions of this universe. So that is why I cannot comprehend physically where yesterday came, and equally, I cannot comprehend physically where yesterday is returned, taken away from existence. So, but we intelligent human beings, I'm emphasizing on intelligent human beings, we are not dumb, like, I don't know if it is the case, a stone is. No, I am thinking, I can make sense of the existence of the things. So I understand that wherever I came from, I will be brought back. Now, what is the significance of my creator telling me this here in this verse? You will be brought back. It means you are always being brought back because every moment is passing, passing, passing. We cannot stop it. So that is continuously, I am being brought into existence and taken out of existence by the agent, whoever is giving existence to me. Now, I can understand it intellectually. While I am treating my existence and the existence of the things around me, I have to be honest enough to confirm, to acknowledge that whoever is creating me is taking me away from existence. So all what I have been given anytime I am experiencing my existence belongs to him. I am returning my existence to him. In my understanding, being honest to the reality, so that I will not be treated as a thief. For example, go back to my simple $10 example. If this man says, this $10 is mine, my property, I will say, you are a thief of my property. In your understanding, you are responsible with this feeling because I gave you, or the creator gave you this feeling to acknowledge this. So when an unbeliever or disbeliever in the creator says, this universe belongs to itself, by itself, naturally it happened. Does it means they don't acknowledge the source of existence of the universe, and they are stealing the property of the owner of this universe? We have to be very careful not to make this crime or do this crime. Thank you. It's a long, long talk, but I hope I wasn't boring. It is a beautiful foundations of what we are going to study, these verses, inshallah. Anything from your side?
Can I ask a question? This, the word will then is, there's no future tense being implied here.
I mean, the meaning-wise possible, but literally not.
Okay.
ترجعون. Because you are, I mean, I cannot translate it into English. It sounds very awkward. You are being brought back to him.
Okay.
The verb is ترجعون. Yeah. It is a, how to say, present continuous tense.
Okay. All right. I'll continue with the introduction.
Yeah.
And there is not a thing but its sources and treasures inexhaustible are with us, but we only send down thereof in due and ascertainable measures. Chapter 15, verse 21 in the Quran.
Chapter Hijr.
Do you want me to continue or do you want to?
Sorry?
Do you want me to continue or do you have a comment?
Yes, something new here. I mean, most of the verse we covered. So this is chapter Hijr from the Quran. So, and there is not a thing, but it is sources and treasures inexhaustible. It means never finishes. It means you cannot count the qualities what manifested on each being. They are all with us. It means all the treasures with God. We studied this with its creator. It means all the qualities manifested in them belongs to him. It means he is manifesting them. They are like, if you like, just an analogy, the mirror. What is manifested in the bright side of the mirror doesn't belong to the mirror, but to what the real object out there. This is just an analogy. Now, we understood inexhaustible treasures are with God. It means we have to acknowledge this reality. That is what we covered. But we only sent down thereof in due and certainable or certainable, I don't know how to pronounce it.
I believe it's ascertainable.
Ascertainable measures. It means by measurement. Now, when we manifest, when God, let's forget what we and say God, because it refers to God. When God creates, it explained here or described it, sent down thereof. Now, when God creates it, exactly what God, intends to create, exactly what it needs to function in this world for the position it has been created, exactly measured, arranged, perfectly fitting to its existence. So not that I want to create a fly, for example. Yeah. And since my power is infinite, I can create a fly that big. Can he not? If his power is infinite, he could, but no. Measurement, it means what this creature is going to represent to human beings. Everything is human-centered, actually. What they are going to learn from it. And in order to, for this thing that I'm going to create, function the best way they can understand and learn, the best way they can learn from the existence of a fly, it must be that big, it must have these qualities, and not only bodily structure, including bodily structure, all these abilities that this fly will have, even the human beings, some abilities, not all, don't have it. So that they will wonder, look, I am a big creature materially, but I cannot really do what this particular small fly does. I cannot do it. It comes and beats me without realizing, especially mosquitoes. They are arranged in such a perfect way that they put a small substance before they get into my skin, and then this substance makes my skin damp, doesn't feel, and then puts it is stink or needle into my skin. They know where they can find the blood. So how do you say, chemistry, the perfect chemist cannot do it. And then takes the blood, it is it is nourishment, it needs it. But by the way, it teaches human beings that, you see, you cannot be as clever as this, even this mosquito. You see? And you claim that it happened by accident. Yeah. You will see whether it happened by accident or not when you end up this education period in this world. I'll show you. And also you will feel this meaninglessness in your life, so that you will understand then how horrible to deny your creator and not to be honest to your human side. Okay, your turn now. Anyone? Otherwise, we can continue reading.
Okay, I will continue. There is not a moving creature, but he has a grasp of its forelock. Verily, it is my sustainer that is on a straight path.
Thank
Chapter
you.
11, 56.
So, chapter 11, Hud, 56. Okay. Chapter section, Hud. That is from there. So, there is not a moving creature. Now, all the verses, the previous verses, were mentioning about everything. But this verse particularly talking about animate beings, animals. Of course, the best example of animal kingdom is human beings. So there is nothing. There is not a moving creature, but he has a grasp of it is forelock. Why? Why mention this? The beautiful, these verses, each of them, every verse is so meaningful, but really amazing. Okay, we cannot but admire it. So grasp of it is forelock. What does it mean? Total control of their life. But although they have free will, cat goes this way or that way, or climbs or runs, hides, stop, sleep, so, but they have free will. You cannot control it, as if human beings are even much in a wider field. They experience their free will. But say, no. Their existence, we talked about the existential side of their being here on earth in the previous verses. There is no to repeat them again. But here, the specific specifically mentioning the freedom of the quality of free will of the animate beings, still is the creator says, oh, they are not free to do anything, not to do anything, but it includes to be in this world as they like. No. Everything is perfectly arranged under our grasp. And and verily it is my sustainer that is on a straight path. It means what he is doing is always doing it rightly. Otherwise, we cannot say that, oh, God is not deviated, but kept the straight path like a human being. No. Whatever he does is the perfect way of making it. This on a sirat al-mustaqim. So when we read, please Allah, guide me to the straight path. So I cannot think of God. He is also being in the straight path, not deviating like me. No, we have to understand this as well. Whatever he does is the best, straight to the point. So we have free will. Yeah. Yes. Are we free? Yes. For example, if I deny my reality, yeah, am I free to enjoy my life? No. Why? God is my teacher. Doesn't let me go away with it, gives pain of meaningless, purposeless existence of my life, and despair. There is no conscious creator if I say, I happen to be like this accidentally, and I will end up my existence accidentally. So, today I thought I enjoyed myself, but I left it. It left me. It is gone. Always under his measurement, if you like, under his control, knows what he's doing. That is one point. Another point, I have to understand that, yes, I am given freedom, but this is given to me. I cannot get rid of it. I always use it. Even if I deny my freedom, still I am using my freedom to deny it. I cannot get out of my skin. So freedom is there. I choose, but I cannot guarantee the existence of it because I cannot create it. I wait for the creation of whatever I have chosen. So, yes, I have given you, the Creator saying, yes, I have given you the freedom to choose, but it doesn't mean that I left you alone to do everything you want according to your wish. No, you are always in need of me to realize, to actualize what you preferred. So I cannot really let you free go out of the order of my creation. You cannot choose anything apart from the field, the area I gave you the permission to choose in between. whatever the options I give you. Everything is directly under my control, but you are free to choose. I create accordingly. That is my promise. But I don't leave you alone and use my property as you want. And realize it and really go ahead with it freely. No, I will always, you will be always under my control in order to fulfill your education, the purpose of your education in this world. And I will always give you the opportunity to learn from your existence. I am your Lord. I am your teacher. I have to guide you. When you don't your assignments properly, I have to give warnings to you so that you will understand that you are being a failure. So always you are under my control. Although you have free will to choose within the area I gave you by obeying my order. That is what the moving creatures are also under direct control of their creator, like the stones or air or clouds or stars, essentially. But of course, every creature has its own qualities given to them, separately functioning according to the purpose of their existence. Yep. I'm done.
Okay, I'll continue. Okay, so now we've completed the introduction and
Yeah, I don't know whether it is, I mean, this is just giving a reference.
yes, correct.
And we may skip it because I read it.
Oh, okay, you want me to skip
So
the,
what,
yeah.
what do you think? Do you think it is worth reading it? Because there is nothing new.
No, I actually don't think it's worth reading.
Agreed. Okay. Okay, go first, Flash.
First flash. The affirmation of divine unity is of two sorts. For example, if the goods of a rich man arrive in a market or a town, there are two ways in which one may know they are his. One is briefly and simply, as with ordinary people, which is, quote, no one apart from him is capable of owning this vast amount of goods, end quote. But when under the supervision of a common man such as that, much of it may be stolen. Many others may claim ownership or parts of it. That's the first
Yeah.
way. Second
Yeah.
way is this.
Excuse me, and if you don't mind,
Yeah.
it is not difficult to understand this first attitude. But what our subject is, the affirmation of divine unity, the affirmation of divine unity. There are two sorts, two ways of affirming it. Divine unity. Now, divine unity means really acknowledging the absoluteness of the Creator. There are two ways of confirming it, affirming it. Absoluteness of the Creator. Not only existence of the Creator, but also absoluteness, because if someone doesn't accept the existence, we cannot talk about absoluteness of the Creator. So it's, of course, this example is simple to understand. If a man thinks that looking, I mean, in a small, nowadays, for example, let's say, if I understand that Amazon is the distribution. I mean, maybe there are others, but most common one, this Amazon distribution. So, but if I see a man is coming here and delivering something, assuming that there are not other, according to my understanding, there are not other distributors, even delivers a packet to me, I will say, this is from Amazon. Why? Because the only distributor is the Amazon. Now, but if someone comes to me and says, here is a packet for you, I would say, it is from Amazon. But he may claim that, no, it is not from Amazon. Why? This packet is sent by a private person and I brought it to you. Can I, the question is serious here, can I, anyway, to prove that, no, it is from Amazon? You are a liar or you are a thief, or taking the property of Amazon and giving it to me. Because I generally accepted that every package belongs to coming from Amazon. But this man may claim that, no, it is not. Why? It may say, that is what I am doing it. I have no evidence that the packet itself shows it belongs to Amazon. I have no evidence because I accepted every package belongs to Amazon. That is why in the first sort of affirming the divine unity, it means absoluteness of the ownership of this universe. Someone may say, something may come to me, yes, God created the universe, but going back to the example of mosquito, God created the universe, but mosquito itself has an instinct and it is operating with the instinct and it has nothing to do with the creator. Now, independently, the mosquito is independently acting. I wouldn't be able to reject this suggestion because I have not investigated the quality of this taking or sucking the in a wonderful way, miraculously sucking my blood. I didn't investigate it. I said the universe belongs to him, and somebody or some other ideas may creep into my understanding and saying that, yeah, look, mosquito is doing it. And I may fall into a mistake there. Now, let's see in the second affirmation, sort of affirmation, this claim will not be possible. If I made it clear, if I have not confused your mind more, so we can read the second.
The second is this: be reading his writing on every packet, recognizing his signature on every roll, and seeing his seal on every bill. The man declares, quote, everything belongs to that person, end quote. Here, everything in effect shows the important man.
Yeah. So we understood that what we have to be careful in through reading his writings on every packet. It means looking at the packet, investigating the packet, and seeing that this packet is sent by Amazon, cannot be sent by somebody else. In the way it is delivered to him, the way it is packed, everything, all the qualities, then we understand, this person understands that this packet cannot belong to anything else but Amazon. In our example, excuse me, although. So if someone says, no, 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 I brought this packet to you. I don't work for Amazon. I am an independent being. I brought it to you. I say, are you joking with me or kidding me? Look at this qualities manifested in the packet. It can only be belong to Amazon. No. So when I examine the existence of the uh, mosquito and say that this mosquito can only be created by the one who created the mosquito itself, human blood itself made the connection between human blood as it is nourishment and it is need. The structure of it is stomach, or it is the way of nourishment, receiving it is nourishment, perfectly arranged it in connection with each other. So human beings are created, air is created, everything is arranged perfectly. So we can conclude that a mosquito can only be the product of the one who created the whole universe. No one can say that mosquito's nature is acting naturally, independently. No one can claim this. That is why everything, every single being, each and every single being, not all of them, even one of them must be examined and see, we have to examine them and see that its existence can only belong to the creator of the universe, not other way around. The creator of the universe owns everything. No, everything can only be owned by the creator of the universe. Method of reasoning and confirming, affirming the creator works really on opposite directions, not from top to bottom, but from bottom to top, not from whole universe. So I am a part of the universe, so I must be created by God. No, I am a part of the universe. I am created in such a way that only the creator of the universe can create me. These two parts, the two sorts are very important to notice for us, inshallah. We are going to follow this. Sorry for taking longer than the expected time.
It's, well, before I continue,
No,
just,
I think we should stop.
that's what I was gonna say. This is a good place to stop.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I interrupt. So inshallah, we will stop here. We will continue next week here, from here. Yeah?
Yes,
So a practical example, these were just theoretical. Now we are going to practice it, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you, Anne, and our friends joining. Thank you. I'm very pleased to have this discussion.
And thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you all.